We're attempting to reconvert this flood damaged camper van inside and out, but here's a bit of a backstory of how it became flood damaged. I think the van is done for.
We stupidly left the water pump on and one of our bottles fell on the tap and turned it on whilst we were driving.
Literally the whole floor has just been about 3 inches deep of water. We've got no choice but to just rip the van out and start all over again.
About 10 weeks ago we decided to fully rip it out and reconvert it, and here's what it looks like now.
But today we're going to be making some major upgrades to this van. Let's get into it.
Today is a really exciting day on the van build. We're finally going to get electric in this van using a Renogy system. So as you can see from the old electrical board, we did actually have a Renogy system in the old van build, but this time we're going to be installing an even bigger and better system.
So there isn't actually anything wrong with the old system, but because we've done the whole rebuild, we wanted to upgrade everything and make it a lot better because we're in it full time. But I'll show you what the old system looks like. So this is our old Renogy inverter. It's a 2000 watt inverter, works perfectly fine. It's even got a UPS function on it, which is really good. But we wanted to upgrade it to something a lot better. And then this is our MPPT. We did have this in the last build. It's been brilliant, but this is only a 40 amp one. So this system kept us off grid with absolutely no problems whatsoever. We did have two 200 watt Renogy panels on the roof previous, which is 400 watts, but we decided to upgrade and get 375 watt panels to put on the roof. So it'll give us 525 watts, so a whopping 125 watts more than we previously had. With the theme of this van build, we're going super lightweight, and with these N-type Renogy solar panels, they're much smaller, lighter weight, and more efficient. We're not going to be fitting them right now because we still need to paint the roof, but we can start fitting the electrical system in the back of the van.
So before we start putting anything on this wall, Jordan is going to cut out a piece of plywood for everything to sit on. So that needs painting white, so I think that is a job for me. So we're going to be using the 15mm Far Eastern ply just to put like all the electricals on like our other board. So looking at it done, it probably is going to need just one more coat, but that's okay. So when it comes to the electrics, Jordan's obviously the best person to talk to you about it, but whilst he's just getting everything laid out outside, I thought I'd just show you our Renogy 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter charger. This is where we're going to be putting it, so Jordan has screwed it up. We'll leave it there, the batteries here, and then everything else is going to kind of go on this board here. So in the box you get this control so you can turn it on and off. So this is where we'll be turning it on and off if we want to use the AC to 40 volt plug sockets. Stuff like charging the laptops, using the air fryer and stuff like that, we can just switch that on and off in the front. And it also comes with this extra long cable, so we can have it, I think we're going to put it in the wardrobe area, and it will reach because obviously this cable is very long, which is very handy. So on this wall here, I'll show you what Jordan's doing now. So Jordan's just lining up everything on this board ready to take inside the van, but this is where our Renogy 60 amp MPPT charger, that's a mouthful isn't it, is going. So this basically takes the charge from the solar panels, converts it and puts it into our battery. So in our last system we only had a 40 amp one, but as we're putting more solar on the roof and we have a bigger battery as well, we've gone for the 60 amp one. I am winking at you because the sun is directly behind you and in my eyes.
Guys, wait till you see what's just arrived. It is absolutely mint, and it is literally the best feeling foam ever, isn't it?
It is so good. So we went for, the guys recommended, they said the best selling one was a hard.
I think it was like a hard foam, wasn't it?
But because we're using it as a bed as well, they recommended like a really good quality medium, and that's what we've gone for, 10 centimetre thick. And oh my god, I can't explain how good it is.
This is the one, innit? Oh my god, Lise. Oh! Oh no, man.
That is so good.
This build is next level.
So at the end of last week's video we shown you that we were going picking up our upholstered cushions, and this is the final product. We absolutely loved them. We had a lot of questions asking where did we get them done. We got them done in Burnley, but it was a friend of a friend. He is retired and he doesn't actually take on like new customers or anything. So this is one of them. We've got them piped all around the edge. This is fire retardant material, fire retardant foam from Foam Tailor, and look at the zips. So these can literally come off and be washed, but they are looking so good. So the foam we actually very kindly got gifted from Foam Tailor. They're a UK based manufacturer of the polyurethane foam, I think it is. They do sell all the foams via eBay, so I will leave a link down in the description. And also currently in the process of launching a website as well. Now, they said to us the best seller is the hard foam. However, we went with the 10-inch medium foam, and honestly guys, it is so comfortable. I don't think we would have liked the hard. We are using this as obviously the pull-out bed as well, and it is just so comfortable. But we genuinely do recommend them. It's absolutely brilliant.
So guys, this is what the electrical system's currently looking like. We've got our MPPT charge controller here. So we've got a Renogy 150 volt 60 amp MPPT charge controller. We've got a breaker coming into this. We've got a breaker of it coming out as well. That then gets fed to our bus bar, positive bus bar, which then goes down and into our batteries. So we've got a positive and negative bus bar here. This, I don't know if a lot of people have got max fans in the van, and if you use a max fan with a lithium battery, what you'll find is that a lithium battery is a little bit more voltage, so the max fans can be a bit funny with it. So this is like a voltage regulator, so this just regulates to make sure it stays at the 12 volts bang on. And ever since we've put that in, we've had no problems with a max fan, but previous we did. So we've got our 12 volt fuse board here, double plug socket there, double plug socket there, and then we have plug socket in the front of the kitchen and a plug socket near the double seating. But thanks to the guy that messaged and said, flip your plug socket upside down, otherwise you won't get a plug in it, because we would never have fit a plug in that, would we? No. We would have really struggled. So now we've got that there. Everything's got breakers on it. We've also got Sterling Power B2B. And then we've got a 2000 watt Renogy inverter charger. Previous, we had a Victron charger, but the problem with that was we had two separate systems. We had a Renogy MPPT and a Victron charger separate, so it's two systems, so double the amount of wiring. Moment of truth, let's turn it on. Red to red, black to black. That's all on, all ready to go. Oh, by the way, mic working.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say.
Could not believe that this was submerged underwater for 10 minutes in that waterfall. Yeah. And we left it in rice for probably a good 3 days, wasn't it? 3 or 4 days?
No, I think going on a week.
Going on a week?
Yeah.
So going on a week without turning it on, and then we turned it on, it worked, and it's charging. Go for it, let's see if it works.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking up there.
No.
These ones.
Yeah, they're working. Yeah. Right, do the others now, leave them ones on. Yes! But yeah, electrics all seem to be working. Now, come on. That is sick.
That looks good, and we can dim them.
Got all the LED lights on under here and under there as well.
So for anyone that has been watching our Instagram stories, I've been keeping you all updated on there. Lily hasn't actually been too well. So she was up in the night squealing. She couldn't do that shake thing that dogs do without like being in pain. And she was just being like really odd. You couldn't touch her. She was being really strange. So I took her to the vet, and it turns out that she's having a phantom pregnancy. And I didn't know that dogs having phantom pregnancies still get like all the pains. They start trying to make a nest thinking that they're actually having a baby. So extra cuddles for Lily. She is getting better. She's got milk coming out of her teats, which is really strange. But the vet said just keep walking her, keep her active, and she'll eventually just kind of fizzle out of it. But the more you keep them in and rested, the more they're going to want to make a nest and stuff. We've been doing like 20,000 steps a day with her, and she's just knackered now. She's just laying. But she definitely seems a lot better than she was. Aren't you, Lils? You better? She's actually due to have her nails clipped as well because they're really long. But the vet said leave it like a week or two just while she's going through this, because you don't want to like annoy her. So she just got really long nails at the minute, so they look really strange. We did also decide to put the lift up table extra worktop space on, and there is a little bit of a gap here, and I'll show you why now. When we had it so it was on line with this, these kept hitting the worktop and lifting it up, so we had to move it down slightly to allow for, if you see that bit comes up and over, to allow that. So it does have a bit of like a thing, but it doesn't really matter. We hated it at first, but now we think it looks good.
Yes.
The boys.
You have not just said that.
Yes, the boys.
You have not just said that.
Yes.
It's feeling well good in here now, isn't it?
Feeling bougie.
It really is. Oh, by the way, guys, we can't actually show you us fitting the solar panels in this series because we've painted the roof the colour the van's going to go, and we can't let you guys know what colour it is. Now our Patreon members will already know what colour it is, so if you're not joined our Patreon, check out the link in the description, join, and then you'll know what the colour is. So we have now got the electric.
Nice. Very good, very nice.
Hello, chicken nuggets. So now got the electrics in. It is looking a little bit mishmash down on the right hand side, but don't worry about that because all that needs rerouting all across this conduit that's here. But
mishmash, show us your gas.
I tell you, you're disgusting, you man. You are a wrong and you. You are a wrong. We need to get that bloody inverter tested, don't we? We need to test the inverter. So let's get away from your gas, you dirty get. Right, we're getting that done. We're going to get this inverter set up, ready to go, and just give it a test, see if our wiring's working. You've put me off.
Got a mirror?
Oh yeah, we got the mirror in.
How good's that?
Really good, isn't it? It
just reminded me, if you're a real OG fan of Steps to Adventure, the green hoodie has come out of retirement, so you will now be seeing me in this for the foreseeable. I did lose it. I'm convinced Jordan hid it, but I found it. I
was sick of seeing it every single day. I saw that bloody hoodie, so I thought, right, you know what, let's just try and get rid of it somewhere. But you know, you can't hide out from you, can you? Whoa, I made that super bright.
Would you like a brew?
Oh, it really is good, isn't it? I think that is us for tonight, and we'll catch you lot bright and early in the morning because we've still got them back doors to sort out. We've still got the side door to sort out, and then we're just waiting on a few more parts. Good morning, guys. Got me coffee this morning, and it's on and off rain. It did say it wasn't going to rain, but now the forecast has changed to rain all day, which is really annoying because I need to cut some timber. But if I have to cut in the rain, I'll cut in the rain. But we need this van done, man. Honestly, we need the van done and get out this country because all it does is rain. Like, you get 2 weeks of sun and then just permanent rain then.
Next job is to cover the sliding door with some panels.
So I've just got a piece of cardboard, but I've just kind of put it up there and then pressed in to create that little curve there, which is the curve on that side. And then that, if we swap that over, should fit directly in that one as well. Right then, trace that over and that should be bang on. I got it right.
You have got it bang on, love. What do you think?
My carpentry
bang on, man. Look at that. I mean, come on, that was a bloody good scribe, that from you.
So I've just nicked this Aldi Hoops box from my mum's recycling. So we'll use this for the second scribe.
To make the scribe, I basically just started cutting bits off and making the curve until it fit perfect. Then I copied the stencil onto 4mm ply. Whilst I was doing this, Jordan was cutting the wood for one of the back doors. We sanded the edges and then put 2 coats of white paint on.
Jordan?
Yeah?
When?
When?
You said tell you when.
Oh my God. You absolute donut.
So we're just putting the inserts on here. Holy moly.
Here we go then. The hardest panel of the lot. Feels a little bit more like narrowboat style, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think. See? At least we've got a board on the bottom now, board on the top.
Yeah, there's not much really that you can do with the sliding doors. It's quite hard to.
They do sell these storage things up here, where you can have, you know, like storage above, and storage at the bottom, but they're like well overpriced. I'm not going to be paying them prices for them.
No.
You do the job, breaks it up, looks nice.
Next was the back doors. Jordan screwed them up using self-tapping screws, and I started masking up to paint them. Weather wasn't playing ball like usual. It was on and off showers, so I needed to get the paint on quick.
So guys, we're still actually waiting for parts for the van, and they're not going to come for a good week or so now. So we're going to be heading off on a road trip, but you guys are going to pick the challenges. So we're thinking about doing a 1-tank fuel challenge in Larry around the NC 500. If you want to see it, drop it down in the comments. And also the challenges, you let us know what we should be doing on these challenges. Drop them down in the comments as well. But I think it's going to be quite good. I think it's going to be fun because the last one we did was really fun. but I think this one takes it to a whole new level, especially the NT500. I don't think it's doable on 1 tank of fuel, but it's worth giving it a go. The scrapyard just down the road has got 2 Freelanders in, and we're obviously going to be going on this trip. Annalise has got a heated seat, but I want a heated seat. I'm sick of my bum being freezing. Now, I think, if I'm quite right, I think it's the heated seat module under the seat that's the problem. Now, what I have also noticed as well is, if any of you know, like when you get something from a scrapyard or another seat from a scrapyard, I feel like this has come from a scrapyard because it's got the yellow dot on there, so it's not the original seat. Now, if I look under here, I'll show you now. That is the heated seat module. Can you see it? There. That's the heated seat module. I've just got to Atlas now, so let's see if I can get the heated seat module and get it in this seat and working. So I'll be back in 2 ticks and hopefully we get the module. It's right there under the seat, so let's see if I can get it out. There we go, guys. That's the one. Hopefully that should do the trick. Absolute result, guys. Heated seat module and the coolant hose thing. The housing of mine is actually knackered, but this one, perfectly fine. It looks pretty much new. Let's get fitting this heated seat module. Now, there's no guarantees it's going to work because obviously the parts at the scrapyard are not tested. They're just cars that you take parts off. So fingers crossed that works. But if it doesn't, I'm not too worried because this part here is brand new, is 15 quid. Now, this is basically brand new, like it looks mint, like mint condition. And that was only a tenner. So either way, I'm saving a £5. So one of them is going to work in it. Don't know what that plug is. There's a plug under here, this thing. Now, if you're a Land Rover enthusiast, tell me what that is, because it does my head in. Don't know what it is. So I'm going to whip that coolant hose thing off and just crack on to see how we get, see how far we get, and just see what's going on with the old part. I have a feeling it's a little rubber gasket on the inside that's failed, but I don't know how much I trust those rubber gaskets. I might put a bit of like sealer around it, like proper high temperature sealer, but we'll see. We'll whip it off. So I started to remove the intake pipes, engine cover and intake manifold to get to the coolant flange. Right guys, I've got the inlet off. That is, it's not terrible, but it's not the cleanest. Like, that should be a lot cleaner than that. So guys, it's the next day. I've just put some coolant in it now and I'm just running it up to temperature. It seems to be all right. Can't seem to feel any leaks. So Larry seems to be holding the coolant, so that's a good thing. We are waiting on some stuff for the van. It's going to take a little bit longer, and we're signing contracts and working with brands and stuff. Things just take a little bit of time, but we don't want to slow down on the content for you guys. So we're going away in Larry and we're doing a 2-part road trip. 1 tank of fuel around the NT500, and you guys are going to choose what challenges we're going to be doing down in the comments. If you made it this far, I want to say thank you. Please consider hitting subscribe, like, leave I am a legend down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now. Right now.